Good morning, Year 1. Today is our second day of writing our instructions of how to make a disgusting sandwich. All I'll do now is we need to edit this sentence. I'm going to read it to you first. What you will need. You will need a sharp knife, a metal grater, 2 slices of bread, some soft butter, extra strong cheese, and a juicy tomato. There are 3 mistakes in our sentence. Can you use your writing checklist and read through the sentences to spot the mistake? Pause the video here and spot them. Okay, well done for spotting those 3 mistakes. What is the first mistake you spotted using your writing checklist? Fantastic. Here, what you will need. What? That isn't spelt correctly. Well done for spotting that mistake. That is a tricky red word, what. Can you tell me how to spell what? Well done. I know it sounds like what, but actually it's W-H-A-T. That is how you spell what. Practice that tricky red word at home. What other mistake have you noticed? Excellent. We need a capital letter at the start of our sentence. So well done for spotting. We need a capital letter. So let's go and change our capital letter. We need a capital Y at the start of our sentence. Fantastic. What is our last mistake? Can you spot it? Amazing. We need to check for full stops. I can see at the end of my sentence, I need to add a full stop. And I can see I have finger spaces in my work as well, so fantastic. And I have written on the line. Let's read it now to make sure it makes sense. What you will need. You will need a sharp knife, a metal grater, 2 slices of bread, some soft butter, extra strong cheese, and a juicy tomato. Amazing. Today, we are going to write a what you will need section using adjectives. To be able to do that, you need to know what an adjective is, know where to use an adjective in a sentence, and you are going to use an adjective in your list. Adjectives. Can we say adjectives? Adjectives. An adjective is a describing word. We can use our senses to help us find adjectives. So our 5 senses are our vision, our hearing, our smell, our taste, and our touch. So when we are thinking of adjective, we can think of all those different senses to help us make a sentence more interesting. I need your help to think of some adjectives to describe the equipment we'll be using today. So we have a knife, a spoon, a grater. You can have any equipment that you need to make your disgusting sandwich. For my equipment, I have chosen a sharp knife, a shiny spoon, and a silver grater. Can you pause the video and write down on a piece of paper your adjectives for your equipment you are going to use today? Fantastic. Well done. Those adjectives sound great. Now, this is the fun part. We need to think of some gross ingredients we could put in our disgusting sandwich. We are not going to have cheese and tomato and butter anymore because those are delicious ingredients. We need to think of the worst ingredients we can put in our sandwich. So some ideas I've come up with are a slug, you can have dirt or mud, a feather, sticks, slime. But I bet you can think of even worse ingredients. Pause the video and write on that same piece of paper really gross ingredients. Can you tell me some of your gross ingredients? Ew, they sound gross. Fantastic job. Now, we need to add adjectives to those gross ingredients. So, for example, rather than writing you will need a feather, you will add an adjective. I might write you will need a filthy feather. Rather than writing just a slug, you will need a gross slug. Rather than writing just slime, you are going to write sticky slime. So you need to go back and look at all those gross ingredients you have put down. And can you add an adjective to each of those ingredients? Pause the video and go and do that. Can you tell me some of your adjectives? Amazing, they sound great. They make your ingredients sound even worse. Good job. Now, we are going to look at some adjectives that are supposed to be describing the sandwich, but some of these adjectives don't fit our disgusting sandwich. We have disgusting, gross, tasty, beautiful, fresh, slow and revolting. Pause the video and think which adjectives do not match our sandwich. Okay, let's go through our answers. Does disgusting match our sandwich? Yes, it does. It is definitely disgusting. Does gross match our sandwich? Does it fit our sandwich? Well done. It's definitely really gross. What about tasty? Is our sandwich tasty? No, that adjective does not fit our sandwich. It is definitely not tasty. What about the adjective beautiful? Does beautiful describe our sandwich? No, our sandwich is definitely not beautiful. How about the adjective revolting? Is our sandwich revolting? Well done, it definitely is revolting. Is our sandwich slow? Well done, our sandwich isn't slow. It doesn't have legs to walk like us, so it can't be slow. So that adjective does not fit our sandwich. Is our sandwich fresh? Well done, our sandwich is not fresh. It definitely is not fresh with all those slug and gross ingredients. So today we will be writing what you will need. Yesterday we wrote our hook to grab the reader's attention, and now we need to tell the reader what they will need to make our disgusting sandwich. So let's go through our actions and our words. Ready with your capital letter? What you will need. Colon, fantastic. You will need a sharp knife, a metal grater, 2 slices of bread, some soft butter, extra strong cheese, and a juicy tomato. Well done for remembering your full stop at the end and your commas and your colon. Fantastic. Now it's my turn to write my what you will need section. I have written my date, Tuesday the 12th of January 2021, at the top of my page. Then I'm going to miss a line and I'm going to start writing here. Looking at my story map on my laptop, I can see the first section I need to write is what you will need with my colon at the end. So remembering my capital letter, I'm going to write what, my red word, what, capital W, what, remember my finger space, what you, what, U, N, E, D. What you will need. And then I remember to draw my colon. And my colon's like 2 dots, like 2 full stops. One will be in the middle and one will be at the bottom. So you should have what you will need. Then you're going to write underneath, you will need. And I have to make sure I have a capital letter at the start of this sentence. You, remember my finger spaces, will need. E, what can you see? You will need. And now I have to think of all the ingredients I am going to add. And I am going to look at my ideas from earlier. So earlier you should have a list of all the equipment with your adjectives and all your ingredients with your adjectives. And then you have to pick some of these to make your sandwich. And you need to have a think about what you want your sandwich to have. Now, I would say that for your sandwich, you want to have at least 1 or 2 pieces of equipment, and then you are going to need to have at least 3 or 4 ingredients in your sandwich. I am first going to write that I need a sharp knife. So you will need a R, start the car, a sharp knife. And then it's really important, because it's a list, I need to use a comma. So for a comma, it goes at the bottom of the line and there's a little flick like this. You will need a sharp knife. What else am I going to pick? So I'm going to look at my ingredients now. What gross ingredients am I going to choose? First, it's really important, before I include my gross ingredients, to make a sandwich, I need 2 slices of bread. 2 slices of bread, adding my comma in. Then it's the fun part. I'm going to put my gross ingredients now. I'm going to choose a cup of saliva. A cup of saliva. Add a comma because my list is still going. A cup of saliva. I'm also going to pick some thick mud. Got my adjective thick mud. Thick mud. Mud. I'm also going to pick, I think, dirty leaves. Here I have my adjective, dirty. Dirty leaves. Whirl and twirl. Dirty. Cup of tea. Dirty leaves. And I'm going to choose one more thing. I think a slimy worm. Slimy is my adjective. I have included a slimy worm. So when you have your last thing on your list, you don't put a comma, you put and a slimy worm. Gross. Once you have listed all your ingredients, you need to make sure at the end we have our full stop. Then you need to read back your sentence to make sure it makes sense, using your writing checklist to help you. What you will need. I've got my colon and my capital letter. Capital letter at the start, fantastic. You will need a sharp knife, 2 slices of bread, a cup of saliva, thick mud, dirty leaves, and a slimy worm. And I've got my full stop at the end, and I've included my commas in my list, and I've got finger spaces between all my words. I want to see your work uploaded to Seesaw, and I want the grossest ingredients you can think of. Now it's your turn to write what you will need. You are going to look at your story map to help you with your ideas, and you are going to change all the ingredients that you will need and make sure they are the grossest ingredients you can think of. You're still going to need to have your 2 slices of bread, and you're going to need a knife to cut that sandwich in half, but everything else you can change. Make sure you have your capital letters, your finger spaces. Make sure to include your colon at the start, your commas for your big list, and to have a full stop at the end. I can't wait to read all your work on Seesaw. Good luck!